Mark. Happy birthday! When I saw you at the fibroid event and you came up to me with those 3 stars, I will never forget you. You made my whole world. And I just want to show you, before we even go into this, by the way, you started something. You started something. Punned. See, now I got these Target $5 star pillows all over my place, but also yours have a special place in my home. So first of all, so here's the real one, right? This is the big heavy bastard real one, okay? Keep that right there. And then this is one. It's like hide and seek. This is the one of the ones you gave me. Is this the one you signed? No. And when I plug this in, it lights up. So anytime I take pictures at this mirror, your star is here. Your other one is above the Let's Get Naked sign. This is the one you signed. Yeah. So this is the other one. And then I have the other one hanging up over here. So it's the stars, the sun and the stars. See her? She's chilling right in there. It's all my 3 stars. And my 4, because the big one. And then more, because there's more in my house. But anyways, I digress. That was my little show and tell. But I wanted to say they have a very special place in my home among my real swiped challenge memorabilia that I've taken off the field. So thank you again, Mark, for that. I will never forget it. You're incredible. So yeah, happy birthday. 37 years old. We're basically the same age here. I'm 38. But whatever, you're right behind me. First of all, you're lucky as hell because you have an October birthday, and I'm so jealous. October birthdays are the best. And shout out to your Challenge All-Star Facebook group chat. They're lucky to have you. So first I'll answer one question for them, and then I'll chat with you about life. So first of all, biggest lessons I've learned coming back from All-Stars 4 and Season 40. I obviously can't tell you too much or reveal any spoilers or anything like that, but with what you do know, and as short as I can summarize all this, this is just a little background information. When I was on the reunion for 39, I didn't know all the things that I ended up knowing once I watched All Stars. All Stars hadn't aired yet. So where I left off, I was happy for Laurel that she won. I was like, she won a lot of money. She could pay off her vet bill, her student loans, and take care of animals. It'll go towards helping animals, whatever. It's fine. We settled it on the field. She can tell everybody she beat me and she's better than me, and, we'll be fine now, right? Like, we can put this behind us. Cool. And then right before I went to film 40, I made sure that I watched, because I got asked to do the podcast, and I was like, I'm going to have to watch this whole season first. So I watched, got a brief, rough watch of the season so that I would have, context to what I was talking about in the podcast. Like, you can't just have me not watch the season and then talk about the last episode when I don't even know what story you're going to tell. So then I watched All Stars 4, like power watched it in like 2 days, right before I walked in to film 40. So I had Laurel's card read, and I was like, oh, okay. So who she presented herself to be, while I was filming All Stars, the couple people that kept telling me she's worse than you can imagine, she's worse than you think she is, I was like, no, that's just Laurel, it's just how she is. Like, no, it's all true. And I didn't know how bad it was until after I watched All Stars. And then obviously doing this season, I had Rachel and Tina kind of tell me, no, she was really saying these things, on top of Steve telling me that, that was happening too. So I've had multiple sources tell me, like, nope, she told me this, like, she wanted me to not work with you, you're a horrible person, just all that, crap. So I heard that from multiple people. So that made me feel some type of way going into 40. Now, what happened. But the good that I can pull out of it, even though you should never treat people like that, I was able to see how strong I could be without her setting the bar and judging me so harshly. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you'll never be good. You'll never be good. Do you know what I mean? You're not good. That fired me up. And without that, or people are just like, yeah, you're good. Like, without that constant, pushing down, I mean, you have two options. So when that happens to you in life, you have two options. You can stay down, you can drown, you can suffocate under the sand, right? And just let what they say about you be true. Or you can use it as fuel to your fire and prove everybody wrong. And I feel like, luckily, that's what I did. So despite how, shitty the back and forth has been between Laurel and honestly Johnny as well, I said it, I don't think it made air, but in my speech to them, I did say, you have made me who I am because of the way that you've challenged me. So if I can take any positives from that, from any of that, it's, I wouldn't be who I am without all of those obstacles that people like Laurel and Johnny put in front of me, right? And with my own self to say, no, I'm not a loser. I don't suck. I'm not a weirdo. Like, I can do this. So, that's a life lesson too, so take that for what it is. And then the other lesson, I'll tell you what, this is kind of like a spoiler alert. Not really. It started, so for the night that we all dressed up, when I had my Rocky Horror Picture Show costume with me, and I was like, you know what, no matter what the theme is, because they throw out a million themes for you to prepare for, and there ain't enough room in my suitcase for that stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to be Dr. Frankenfarter, regardless of whatever the party is. And when I tell you, when I came out as that, people were like, oh my God. People were like, that's just Cara being Cara. And like, they were laughing with me and tossing me drinks. And I was jumping in the pool with my full costume on. And I had so much fun. And to finally be able to just let my freak flag fly without questions, like, why she was like that? Like, why does she dress like that? Oh, she just wants attention, or whatever it is, and just let me do what I do and finally accept that that really is what Cara is and who she is. Like, I've always been a Halloween girl. I've always been a dress-up girl. I've always loved costumes. I've always liked the weird. And it's just because it's fun. It's so fun to express yourself that way. And once everybody started accepting, no matter how weird I was, instead of people questioning it or being dicks about it or being like, ugh, like, why are you like that? Like, you know what I mean? They were like, oh, there she is again. Like, it just was so empowering, and it made me feel so light and happy. And I can't ever, be thankful enough for that. So I think what you're about to see now is a little turning and a little fun for me. So that's all the behind the scenes stuff. And now for you, life lessons. For 37, let me tell you, you never have to worry about having it all figured out, because I feel like we're always trying to figure it out. And as we enter the next era of our lives, because I know you're in your late 30s now, and you're going to be going to your 40s, and I'm going to be right there with you in the 40s, I feel like the best is always yet to come. And anything that comes to your life that seems too big to handle, break it up into tiny little pieces and take it as a challenge, and that is what will make your hero story, okay? How you take on the challenges that are thrown at you is what will make your story. And the hardest challenges make the strongest heroes, okay? Like, in real life. I'm not talking about a silly little show called The Challenge, but I actually mean real life. So, I wish you the best in love and luck and health, and the most beautiful and loved birthday that you ever had, every single year. And thank you for making me feel like a real star. You're so sweet, Mark, and I hope that all that you are gets reciprocated, because you're such a beautiful soul. So anyways, that's all my love to you, Mark. Happy birthday, and I hope I see you at Zach Nichols or Challenge Mania. We'll see ya. I know I'll see you again. All right, and I will not miss you with that smile. Wear a shirt with a star on it or something. Let's just keep this going. Okay, I gotta go. Bye.